Apologise for that. I had a technical difficulty here, but it seems we have missed quite a bit of qualifying. Why we got the stream back up and running. So at the moment you can just see it's Ash, followed by Stefano, followed by Mix, followed by Adam Foster, followed by Luke, and then obviously Damo, and then obviously Kakatakos, Dean Helix, Sol Jervis, and of course Dario, followed by Adam Bosworth, Clonif, and one more Ferrari and Swingle, and of course Diesel McQueen. I'm not too sure who Diesel McQueen is. I'll try and find out, but he's in another Audi R8, so it is a very good privilege to be having certain drivers back for, or new drivers into the league. It is, as I say, I do apologise for any inconvenience. Hopefully we are back up and running for what looks like it is going to be another fantastic night of racing. I'll just try and find the stream for you guys. So give me 1 second. I'm just looking at the times at the moment. Ash still fastest than with Stefano Marchetto, 0.4 of a second behind, and it is going to be fantastic to see exactly what is going to happen. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So yes, we are back for obviously TNRL sim racing. So it is going to be fantastic. With 2 minutes to go then. I do apologise for what we've missed. As I say, it was out of my control and I was a bit annoyed with that. But hey ho, what can you do? So you got Stefano going into turn number 1 then, into this left-right chicane here at Kyalami. And obviously with the helicam as well. Right there, whether he's just and it's safe at the moment. So I'm going to try and offer you nice nice camera views. So at the moment then, with 1 minute and 10 minutes to go then, we do have Mix 64 in 3rd place at the moment, proving that Lexus is another capable winning machine yet again, if he can. You see him flying through the latter part of the circuit, coming down towards the hairpin now. So you can just see quite a bit of the circuit. As we can see, Adam Foster up to 4th then, with Luke in 5th at the moment, Damo in 6th. Obviously he likes to be known as the serial killer. Hopefully he's not eating his cereal and killing him. Apex, he's always killing his cereal, no doubt. Kakatakos in 7th then, with Diesel McQueen behind. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So qualifying now is over, so we'll get into the hour-and-a-half race very shortly. We do have a few drivers. I think Diesel McQueen was just having a bit of a moment where he was just going to try and test his or her balance for the race. It seems the guys will be getting ready for quite some battles this evening. We do have Adam Bosworth 10th fastest at the moment. It does seem there's a few guys, just looking at Adam Foster here, still out on a flyer. Whether he's going to try and push on for another victory, we'll see exactly what's going to happen for that. But he's obviously trying to get that McLaren. He wants to try and get it from 4th place further up the grid if he can. And we know what he's like. He's just about to cross the line now. We'll see what he can do. Is he going to go pole position? Let's have a look. Nice, that he goes up to third, which drops Stefano Marchetto down to fourth then. So it's from Ash, from Mix, followed by Adam, Stefano, Luke, Damo, Chakatakos, Dario, followed by Dean, Helix, followed by Adam Postlefight, Sol Jervis, Clenough, and of course 1-1 Ferrari, Swingle, and of course Diesel McQueen at the tail of the field. So what is going to happen for the hour and a half race? Do we have some fantastic battles, or are we going to be on to but hopefully it should be fantastic. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen for the setup for not qualifying the race. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. They've got a minute and 35 seconds just to get their setups up and running. So we'll see how well it goes. So then, let's see what's going to happen for run number 3. It does look like at the moment though, where Ash sat first place, followed by Mix, followed by Adam Foster, and Stefano Marchetto, followed by Luke, followed by Serial Killer, followed by Kakatakos, and of course Dario, followed by Dean Helix, Adam Postlefight, and of course Sol Jervis, followed by Clenough, and 1-1 Ferrari and Swingle, and of course Diesel McQueen at the back of the field. So there is 15 runners this evening. We are going to be in for an epic race, and we'll see exactly how well the guys are going to go. They will get a formation lap, and they will probably see what is going to happen for this evening. Just looking at the likes of obviously Adam Foster there. Obviously, you know, you can just see that trying to push ahead at the moment with on board with him at the moment while he's getting ready for round number 3. Just about to go around the swooping left and then goes into a swooping right. So it seems to be a bit of a left-hand bend here at Kyalami. So hopefully Adam gets a decent result this evening. You can just see exactly how well, you can just see the spectators nicely basking themselves in the sun. So we can just see from Adam Foster's point of view, there is a few drivers this evening that are going to be pushing on. You can just see Stefano Marchetto there trying to get a few heat into his tyres, trying to stop a few of the guys from pushing a bit further forward. With the helicam, it's going to be very close to see what is going to happen for the guys this evening. So as I say, you've got Adam Foster in third place at the moment, seems to want more wins at the moment, so we could have three different winners from, obviously, or 4 different winners now, because obviously with the rerun here this evening it could be 4 different winners in the championship. You can just see Adam Foster with obviously Ash trying to emulate that warming up tyres. Mix 64 at the moment playing it steadily in single file with obviously Adam Foster trying to get some brake temperature and tyre temperature. It's a bit frustrating because I can't go through the whole grid during the warm-up period, but we are going to be getting ready for hopefully a decent start very shortly. The guys seem to be pushing quite a bit as Luke goes off there at the back straight, just seeing what he's done, whether he's damaged the car. So he's going to have to probably jump into, he's actually got going again, so he's going to have to get back into position. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen this evening for round number 3 of the championship. So it's going to be fantastic. Hey Ryan, how's it going? Gutted you're away tonight. Yeah, I'm gutted too, mate. You're not going to be here. But never mind, hopefully the racing is good as anything for you, my friend. So we're about to take the start then. You can just see how Adam Foster is going to try and line up that car. You can just see he's trying to edge it forward as Ash is about to take the green light of round number 3, the rerun here at Kyalami for TNRL Sim Racing. We're about to get the green light on the starting gantry and we are good to go. Who is going to get the jump into turn number 1? It looks like Ash at the moment, followed by Mix 64. Mix 64 tries to get alongside, it looks like Diesel McQueen from the tail of the field, trying to already contact between himself and Sol Jervis, which is also took out Dario by the looks of it. Kind of looked a bit naughty. I think Sol Jervis was caught up in that, so that's caught a few of the top guys, or maybe the mid-pack, in a bit of strife already, but you never know. But going back up towards the lead of the race, you've got Ash from obviously the likes of Mix 64 and of course Marmotto, and Adam Foster's dropped down already. There was a car going off there. Who was that? It looks like Diesel McQueen, one of the reserve drivers this evening, struggling already. It looked like he got fired off. There is a couple of cars just trying to get into proximity. You can just see exactly how Ash is going to go, but he's currently leading the race from Mix 64, and of course Stefano Marchetto. Adam Foster on the inside of Luke going into that turn with Kakatakos also behind. It seems there's going to be a lot of cars this time round trying to push on. You can always see a bit of damage from Luke's car at the moment after hitting the barrier on the warm-up lap. Seems to be under threat from obviously the likes of Damo and of course Kakatakos, but it's going to be very close. You've got Damien also behind with Swingle trying to get there with one Ferrari behind him, as well as Cloniff, as well as Sol Jervis, and of course Adam Postlethwaite. I think Diesel McQueen also at the back of the field at the moment. But let's see what's happening at these battles. There is a battle at the moment between Kakatakos and of course Damo. Damo's trying to get that Bentley up alongside Kakatakos' Porsche, it seems. But there's a bit of contact between Damo and Kakatakos. You can just see a couple of cars going for the moves that shouldn't be there, but currently going to be watching out for what's going to happen. But you can just see Mix 64 trying to push on. It's currently still second from Ash at the moment. Stefano Marchetto trying to eke out that advantage. Whether he's going to try and do it, you can just see Ash has that advantage, that 1.8 of a second gap between himself and Mix 64. You can just see Stefano Marchetto trying to push on as well. You've got Adam Foster, followed by Luke, followed by Dean Helix with Swingle, and of course Damo behind. So Damo's trying to push on. Whether the stewards will look at that move from Damo, but it seems there's a lot of cars battling for certain positions at the moment. It seems 1-1 Ferrari and Sol Jervis, the two Portuguese drivers, and of course Adam Postlethwaite and Kakatakos. It seems Diesel McQueen's struggling at the moment at the tail of the field. It seems a lot of cars are going to be battling for pace this evening, as you can just see exactly what's going to happen. Sol Jervis and 1-1 Ferrari, it is going to be getting close. But we're going back to the battle between obviously Serial Killer and of course Swingle. Whether Swingle gets away, Clenough is also there. You can just see how well these guys are going to be pushing. It seems 1-1 Ferrari gets a bit loose out of the final turn, but there is quite a lot of battles. You've got Stefano Marchetto trying to chase down Mix 64 with Adam Foster behind, but you can just see a couple of guys. You've got Clenough and of course Sol Jervis trying to go one way and trying to go another. It looks like Clenough's trying to go on the outside line. He goes a bit wide with 1-1 Ferrari and of course Kakatakos behind. So the Dutchman is sandwiched between a couple of Portuguese guys at the moment. It seems Kakatakos on course trying to see what he can do. There is a couple of cars trying to emulate a few moves. Clowns also there, he's got to be careful because he's got 1-1 Ferrari in great pace in that Lamborghini. But you can just see with Adam Postlethwaite also there, Kakatakos, I beg your pardon, in 12th with Dario behind. You can just see the number 6 Ferrari at the moment running a bit wide with Diesel McQueen at the tail of the field. Maybe still getting used to running that Audi R8 with Swingle right with of course Damo right behind him at the moment. It seems we'll see what's happening at the front as well. There is a lot of battles so far in the opening laps here at Kyalami 4, round number 3 of the season. There's a yellow flag somewhere. I think that is going to be, trying to point out on the map, it seemed it was Kakatakos has gone off. I think he's had a bit of damage there to that Porsche, whether it was a lot of bunching up which has caused it. 1-1 Ferrari also trying to push on. Clenough is also there. There is quite a lot of cars then at the moment with Swingle and of course Damo trying to push on. You can just see the number 22 Bentley versus the 808 Bentley versus the number 666 Mercedes, I beg your pardon, with an hour and 24 minutes remaining in this race. It seems Swingle runs a bit wide, almost collects Sol Jervis's Bentley there. So 1-1 Ferrari at the moment with Adam Postlethwaite and Dario trying to push on. Whether Diesel McQueen and of course Kakatakos into pit lane, they've had a bit of battle scars already, so it seems they're into the pit lane for early doors at the moment. You can just see Stefano Marchetto trying to chase down Mix 64, but he's 2.052 of a second from Mix 64 as Mix 64 gets onto the tail of Ash. Obviously seasoned veteran Ash trying to push on. You know what Ash is like, he knows how to position that Bentley. He's obviously got it sewn up. He knows exactly how that Lexus drives because he drove it last season. So he's going to try and push on with Mix 64. You can just see, excuse me, just about pushing all the way. We'll try and go on board with the Lexus driver as we go down the start finish line. And the lap, it seems that obviously Kakatakos and obviously Diesel McQueen sat in pit lane, leaving quite hefty damage. But you go on board with the Lexus Mix 64 chasing that Bentley of Ash. It looks like Ash has got the Bentley. They will perfect setting at the moment, we'll soon find out. But going back to the battle, it seems that obviously Mix 64 has that advantage at the moment, trying to get up to Ash. Stefano Marchetto in third with Adam Foster. Fourth at the moment, obviously Luke, who had a battle scar on his Mercedes. You can just see it there. It just kind of looks like Dean Helix is trying to push on. Damo still in seventh then, with Sol Jervis, followed by 1-1 Ferrari. Ignore the likes of Kakatakos and of course Diesel McQueen. At the moment they're a lap down because obviously pitting for extensive damage repair. Then you've got the likes of Swingle and of course Clenough. They're trying to battle. Swingle's trying to push on whether he gets that Mercedes power away from the McLaren. It seems to be the same sort of engine power with Adam Postlethwaite and of course Dario. At the moment you can just see Dario's trying to push on. It can be quite daunting here, but so far with an hour and 21 minutes remaining, it's going to be very close. Oh, there's a bit of contact between Clenough and Swingle going into that turn. You just saw it from the view of Adam Postlethwaite, so that's going to probably be looked at in the steward's office after the race as well. But going back to the race lead then, you've got the likes of Mick64 currently putting Ash under considerable amount of pressure. Mick64 knows what to do. He's already won a race for TNRL already this season, and it seems to be quite a bit of a battle. It is going to be so much interesting between obviously the likes of Ash and Mick64 going into lap number 5, then ticking it off. Or they actually on lap number 6, we'll find out. It seems already, yeah, it's lap number 5. Mick64, you can just see from the helicam the exact gap at the moment. You can just see this is where the battles may rage on for the race lead. Obviously Stefano Marchetto is 1.5 of a second behind these guys at the moment. The fastest lap seems to be pushing quite a bit, but you know, there is obviously the likes of Ash and of course Mick64. They know how to have this battle. They had a battle already, but it seems that you've got the likes of obviously Dean Helix and of course Damo, followed by Sol Jervis, who's actually trying to catch up. But he's got to be careful because he's got 1-1 Ferrari trying to chase down, it seems. And he got Adam Postlethwaite, followed by Gennaro and of course Clenough and of course Swingle. Don't think Swingle's going to be happy with that move from Clenough, whether Clenough just looked to break in that McLaren, but it seems they're going to be battling yet again. It seems that Swingle wants to take that line. He's got to be careful because if he takes that line he could easily go back off the track or try and do exactly what Clenough did to him a lap ago. But you know, it's going to be very careful going towards the sweep, into the other right hand sweep, but going back up towards the battle for the race lead at the moment. It seems that 0.6 of a second from Mick64 to Ash. Ash needs to push away, push that Bentley, the Union Jack coloured Bentley, into an absolute mega bit of a move. He needs to get that Bentley slowly eking out that gap, but you can just see Mick64, Adam Foster up into third. Then we kind of missed that battle between himself and Stefano Marchetto. Has Stefano had a bit of an issue, or is he just playing it safe at the moment? You can just see the reigning champion with the number 1 on his car. Whether that's just going to be on course, the Ferrari seems at the moment it's a bit of a struggle, it's a bit of a handful at the moment maybe. So you got Damien followed by Damo. So obviously the serial killer, you can just see him obviously trying to launch that Bentley further up. Sol Jervis trying to do exactly the same with 1-1 Ferrari. Obviously Kakatakos is a lap down, so he's not part of the battle. He's got to be careful not to take his countrymen out, obviously. And obviously Adam Postlethwaite and of course Dario, followed by Clenough and of course Swingle. Swingle gets a bit closer. And obviously Kakatakos and of course Diesel McQueen trying to just push that the Audi R8, I beg your pardon, up into that point. But going back to the battle for first place at the moment, and Mick64 is 0.8 of a second from Ash at the moment. It seems that Ash is trying to push on, whether he gets that Lexus escapes, because that Lexus is coming on a great speed of knots. We know exactly how things are going to go within this evening. Adam Foster currently in third with Stefano Marchetto now. Whether he's struggling in that Ferrari, you can just see him there. Luke's just trying to catch him up. It's 2.6 of a second from Stefano Marchetto at the moment. So you can just about see what's going on with Stefano there. But going back to the battle of the race, this is the rate for the race lead. It looks like Ash is trying to escape that Bentley, trying to escape the Lexus rather. It was normally Ash chasing the Bentley last season with Stefano driving the Bentley, but this time it is Ash, and Ash seems to have that Bentley dialed up. You can just easily see how well he's adapted to it already. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Mix 64 then, 1.076 of a second between himself and of course Ash at the moment. It seems there's a lot of frustration going, well, trying to get frustrated, but he's got the line. You can just see how quick he's getting, and we'll go back to the other battles very shortly. But go on board with the Lexus chasing that Bentley down front straight. Yeah, Kyalami into turn 1. He's getting right close into Ash's boot lid. He gets a bit crossed up, as you can see, but he's going to try and push on. He wants to win in TNRL. Maybe it could be the first double winner of the season. We'll soon find out. But you can just about see exactly certain ways. But he's 1.4 of a second at the moment. We'll see exactly what's going on further back as Damo's lost control, going out towards the... Oh, he's got to be careful. He's doing donuts at the moment, whether he's just pushed too hard. He's not going to like that. He's not going to like the commentator either, but you know, at the moment Damien currently in 5th, then Luke 4th, Stefano Marchetto getting chased by Luke at the moment then. So it looks like Stefano's trying to push on, whether he's had a bit of an issue in qualifying which has fired him up a bit. So we'll find out, but obviously 1-1 Ferrari has got Adam Postlethwaite as well. There's a couple of battles now going on for what looks like further down the field. Excuse me, it looks like Clemens has escaped from Swingle at the moment. We'll see exactly what's going to happen for a couple of positions. So 8th and 9th, followed by 4th and 5th. So there is a lot of things going on, and of course 1st and 2nd. But it looks like mix 64 is going to try and push on. It looks like he's got that Lexus trying to be dialed up. You can just see Stefano trying to escape from Luke at the moment. Stefano's trying to push on quite a bit. 1-1 Ferrari though. You can just see that Lamborghini trying to push away from Adam Postlethwaite's Audi R8 at the moment. Both the same engine, and it seems to be like what is going to happen, because we've got an hour and 14 minutes remaining it seems. But at the moment there will be probably some interesting moments. Adam Postlethwaite tries to go for a move into turn number 1, but he doesn't make it stick. He's still got 1-1 Ferrari in his sights though. But you can just see Damo jumps into pit lane, trying to probably push on, whether he's eating his cereal and killing them apexes at the same time when he went off, but it's yet to be seen. So it seems the gaps are considerably coming down a bit, but the gap for the race lead, there is no, obviously, blue flag for Ash. Ash probably thinks, what's the blue flag for? But I believe they are about to lap a driver. So looks like Damo in pit lane at the moment, trying to push on for what could be an easy victory for Ash this season. Maybe another victory for Ash, maybe Mix 64 wants to have that pace. We'll see exactly what's going on between 1-1 Ferrari and of course Adam Postlethwaite 0.6. Sol Jervis is also there, so in Norkakatakos he is around 2 laps down, so at the moment he's trying to obviously unlap himself. Whether he does or not is another thing, but you can just see Adam Postlethwaite there trying to push on and trying to get that LDR right past that Lamborghini. It seems at the moment that Stefano is struggling in that Ferrari. He's 1.5 seconds from Luke at the moment, but it's also Mix64 1.1 of a second from Ash at the moment. You can just see Mix64 trying to push that Lexus. That Lexus seems to have the legs of that Bentley at the moment. Seems to be running faster. It's like a sprint, but it seems the Lexus has won that sprint at the moment. It just seems a lot of battles going on this evening. Quite a few contacts in the early moments of the race as well. We're on lap 10 then. It seems to be a fantastic evening of racing already. I'll tell you what, Adam Postlethwaite trying to push on from, well, trying to push up, should I say, from up to 1-1 Ferrari. Looks like Kakatakos trying to hold up, or Sol Jervis is trying to hold up these guys, but Kakatakos has got to be careful not to get caught up in these battles for this battle between 1-1 Ferrari and Adam Postlethwaite for 8th and 9th respectively. Adam Postlethwaite tries to think about going for a move. If he gets clear, he will get past, hopefully, Sol Jervis, but going down the back straight, you can just see Kakatakos trying to push on. I know he's trying to unlap himself, but he's got to be careful. It's going to be very difficult to see exactly what's going to happen, but the gap's considerably come down for the race lead. It's 0.617 of a second now. Oh, Adam Postlethwaite, he's pushed too hard now. You can just see him hop and kick that curb. The curb kicks him and spits him one way. So that's going to be pushed him down a bit now. So it's Mix64 then going back to this battle for the race lead. You can just see Ash trying to emulate that victory. It looks like Stefano Marchetto will be in pit lane this time round. He's obviously thinking about his strategy. Maybe his strategy is underfueled, maybe his setup is just wrong at the moment. We're not 100% how that's going to go, but it is going to be fantastic to see what is going to happen. So at the moment, and Mix64 trying to push on from push up to Ash then. Adam Foster currently there. Oh, it looks like Stefano Marchetto's had a bit of an issue with that Ferrari, so he's not appeared out of pit lane at the moment. Whether he's had a bit of an issue, so he's now dropped out of the race then. Maybe he's had a bit of a problem with that Ferrari, but it's yet to be seen. But obviously he's not gone out of pit lane by the looks of it at the moment. Seems like Adam Foster will take third at the moment, and followed by Luke, followed by Damien, followed by Sol Jervis. And of course, it looks like at the moment, and from what I am seeing, Adam Postlethwaite has finally caught and got past 1-1 Ferrari. Maybe he got held up between, obviously, 1-1 Ferrari and Kakatakos. But it looks like Adam Postlethwaite trying to go for 6th place now, because he's got Sol Jervis lined up. Is he going to get that move done into turn number 1? He may just get it into that sweeping bend. Maybe Sol Jervis thinks about it, but Sol Jervis has that line. Does he have it covered? Just cuts the nose slightly of that LDR rate into turn number 2 there. But it's going to be fantastic between the two of them. I don't want to escape this battle, because I know we've got a battle for the race lead. It looks like at the moment though, Stefano Marchetto isn't coming back into the race by the looks of it. So we'll join the battle in a moment. It looks like Mix64 though at the moment trying to push on. There's a yellow flag there in the next sector. Who is that? It looks like Diesel McQueen at the moment, still finding the limits of that LDR rate. So obviously Sol Jervis and of course Adam Postlethwaite trying to push on, it seems at the moment, but it's going to be close to see exactly how well it's going to go. So it looks like a couple of drivers at the moment are struggling. I don't know whether Stefano's had a bit of an issue, or he's had a bit of a disconnect, but it seems at the moment that he's not going to be able to win this evening. So Sol Jervis then trying to make Adam Postlethwaite's night a bit harder. It seems that 13 cars now remain in this race then. Sol Jervis jumps into pit lane. That is going to be crucial with an hour and 7 minutes to go. It looks like Mix 64 is going to line up Ash for the race lead at any time. You can see that Lexus there, the Lexus RCF, chasing down, going board with the Lexus, chasing down Ash for what would be the race lead. Ash knows how that Lexus works, how it drives, but you can just see that Bentley trying to push away. You can just easily push on, it seems at the moment. But I don't know exactly what's happened to Marchetto. Maybe he struggled at the moment, it seems. So go back with the helicam, hopefully get a good view into that, it seems. But you can just see Ash just about pushing away from that Lexus. You know how Ash used to drive the nuts off that Lexus. It's going to be very close. But at the moment it seems that Mix 64 is going to try and emulate exactly what Ash did to Stefano Marchetto last season. It kind of looks like Sol Jervis is now coming out pit lane, and he's going to be a couple of laps down, I believe. So it looks like Adam Postlethwaite with 1-1 Ferrari, and of course Dean Helix at the moment. It also looks like at the moment we do have Damo still in 12th then. Sol Jervis just coming out pit lane, 11th. Swingle in 10th, followed by Clef 9th. Dario the sole Ferrari for himself and Marvelotto's team then. Looks like Dario's going to have to fly the flag this evening. But then you've got 1-1 Ferrari. Kakizako sitting near him, he's a couple laps down with Adam Postlethwaite. Well, 1-1 Ferrari, then Adam Postlethwaite, followed by Damien Luke, followed by Adam, and of course Mix 64 trying to still push on to Ash. At the moment it seems that we're going to be on for a lot of things. It's going to be very close to see what is going to happen. It is quite a bit of a battle at the moment. There's a yellow flag. I don't know who that is, but it seems to be a yellow flag. Oh, it's Damo. Has Damo had a bit of an issue? Yes, he has. It looks like a couple of guys are disconnecting, or they're just having a bit of issues at the moment. It's a bit unfortunate because whatever's going on at the moment, it seems, with an hour and 4 minutes remaining in this race, it seems there's a lot of drivers trying to, whether they push too hard and they can't get a rhythm, it seems. But at the moment then, we do have Ash leading the way from Mix 64, followed by Adam Foster, followed by Dean Helix. Luke's had a bit of a nightmare. He's got front end damage. You can just see the bonnet of that of the Mercedes lift up. That is going to cost him time in pit lane now. That will cost him considerable time with an hour and 3.5 minutes to go. This is where it could be sensationally battled with now. Adam Postlethwaite, 1-1 Ferrari, Dario, Clenough, Swingle, Sol Jervis, and if Kakatakos can get back his couple of laps, he may be able to get into that point scoring position. But at the moment there's not really much battles going on, because now they're all equally spread out. You can just see with just under an hour and three minutes remaining, it seems there's quite a few drivers seem to have a bit of issues this evening. which is a bit of a big shame really, because it was looking likely a very good grid. But obviously reigning champion Stefano Marchetto first to retire, then we lost Diesel McQueen, and then we also lost Damo, so it kind of looks like there's going to be quite a bit of cars this evening that may be pushing for some easily paced, but at the moment, as you can see from what I can see on the map, it's not going to be quite a lot of battles at the moment because they're all equally spread out. It looks like Luke's come out of pit lane now in 11th place. Whether he's going to try and push on now and try and get that green Mercedes back where he wants to be with that rhythm, but the battle is still raging for first place at the moment. 1.4 of a second between Ash and of course Mix 64. Whether that happens or whether Mix 64 gets the race lead by the end, but it seems at the moment though we're near enough at the hour mark and it seems to be very close. It kind of seems to be a very weird race at the moment. We'll see exactly what's going on between a couple of the guys very shortly. But as you can see, Mix 64, he's got that Lexus RCF dialed up into what could be another race win, but Ash could be the first double winner of the season now that he doesn't have to worry about Stefano Marchetto. But it's going to be very close. I can't believe what we've seen, a couple of incidences and a couple of action-packed battles so far, but we are almost with an hour to go in this race it seems. But this is where the battles will rage on and probably push for quite some time. You can just see Mix 64 1.799 of a second from Ash at the moment. There's quite a few cars that are equally spread out. Adam Postlethwaite in 5th place, 1-1 Ferrari, Gennaro or Dario, however you want to be known as. I know Dario, he's a very good racer, he seems to push on quite a bit. Then you've got Clenough, then you've got Swingle, followed by Sol Jervis. Sol Jervis looks like he's struggling a bit. Excuse me. In that Bentley, then you've got Luke, followed by Kakatakos. So there's not really much battles in the field apart from this one for the race lead then between Ash and Mix 64 with an hour to go in the race. So it looks to me that at the moment though, obviously Mix 64 will go on board with the Lexus. Chasing down Ash, you can just see Ash trying to escape from Mix 64 at the moment. You can just about see how quick that Lexus is. The Lexus seems to be wanting to push on with battles before, trying to push that gap down to Ash, but Ash knows how that Lexus will battle. But there is a lot of cars equally spread out at the moment it seems. But you know, it's going to be very close. We've got 1.2 of a second between Ash and of course Mix 64 with 59 minutes to go in the race it seems. It seems there's a lot of drivers struggled this evening, whether they realised, you know, there's a bit of, whether there's issues in their area or they've had disconnects or they've just pushed too hard and it's just broken the car. It's hard to see, but you know, at the moment you can just see Ash trying to escape with Adam Foster still third, with Dean Helix in 4th at the moment, with Adam Postlethwaite trying to chase him down. 4 seconds is the time between himself and Damo. You can just see Damien there trying to push that Ferrari, so there's 2 Ferraris left in the race. It seems there's not a lot of battles going on at the moment, as you can tell. You've got Dario in 7th, Clenough 8th, Swingle 9th with Sol Jervis 10th, Luke's still 11th at the moment, whether he's just trying to push on and trying to get solid point at the moment. It seems Kakatako still putting 1-1 Ferrari, even though he's a couple of laps down. At the moment it seems the gap has come down between Ash and of course Mix 64. We can just see exactly what's going to happen. This is where certain key points are going to happen. Surely these two are going to have a battle before the end of the race. We think it is going to happen, but as you can see, Mix 64 at the moment then trying to push away or trying to push up towards Ash's Bentley. Obviously Ash knows the Lexus after driving it last season. Adam Foster there, he's got obviously 27 points, I think it's like 27 point, it came up 27, I think it was 27 and a half from Adam Postlethwaite. Adam Postlethwaite, no, I beg your pardon, Dean Headlix, I beg your pardon. Adam Postlethwaite 3.5 for a second from Damien at the moment, so there could be a battle for 4th place at the moment, but we'll see exactly what's going on. 1.3 still between Mix 64 and Ash, but as I say, 56 minutes remaining in this race. This kind of feels a bit weird because there's only 12 and there's quite a lot of cars equally spread out. So it seems like we do have a bit of interesting. So you've got Adam Foster there still in 3rd place. The battle for the race lead at the moment seems to be a bit of a battle for Mix 64 goes into pit lane then. So it's the first between Ash and seems that Ash will stay out a couple laps longer. So Mix 64 into pit lane, which will gift Adam Foster 2nd place. So got to be careful. Even though Mix 64 was doing a stellar job in 2nd place, chasing Ash down for a bit, you can just see Adam Postlethwaite trying to chase down Damien for quite a bit. You can just see exactly what's going to happen. But this is where the battles could happen. Mix 64 in pit lane, currently sat there, probably getting some fuel, probably getting some tyres. So that's allowed Damien, followed by Adam Postlethwaite, up into 3rd and 4th respectively. And then obviously 1-1 Ferrari. I think Mix 64 is now coming out of pit lane. Yes, he is. He's got to be careful. He doesn't want to cross that white line either. He's got 1-1 Ferrari coming down the front straight now. So it seems. But it looks like I think the Lexus has just got out. Yes, he has. Just got out in front of 1-1 Ferrari. At the moment stays a bit wide. On cold tyres though. So we'll see exactly what's happening. It looks like Adam's trying to push on to Ash. It looks like Ash is halfway round the back end of the circuit, trying to push on. Whether he's going to go into pit lane this time round is another thing. He's 13.2 of a second from Adam Foster's McLaren at the moment. Stays up for another lap then, with 54 minutes remaining in this race. It seems there's quite a lot of gaps now. Obviously Damien and of course Adam Postlethwaite, 1.6 of a second from each other at the moment, and for 3rd place. It seems the guys that have had a bit of a tussle further back in the earlier laps seem to be pushed up forward with the retirements of certain people, but it seems. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So it's going to be very close, with obviously Adam Postlethwaite, Mix 64 with 1-1 Ferrari chasing him down. So 0.6 of a second, but at the moment seems with 53 minutes remaining in this race it's going to be spiced up yet again. It may be spiced up. Swingle trying to push on. Cloniff 7th at the moment, and with Sol Jervis in 9th. Luke in 10th now, with Dario in 11th, and obviously Kakatakos in 12th place at the moment. So it seems there's not really much battles galore going on at the moment. It looks like Adam Postlethwaite has got past Damien for 3rd place at the moment. So there is quite a few cars that are still yet to probably jump into pit lane, but this is where it's going to be close this evening. We do have quite a bit of battles galore. With looks like at the moment Damien's going to try and get to the back of obviously Adam Postlethwaite if he can. Seems there's a lot of cars gapping, bit of gaps now. 1.3 between 1-1 Ferrari and Mix 64. Whether the Lamborghini will catch up to the Lexus before the next couple of laps, so we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So we'll see what is going to happen for this time around. Obviously Kakatakos still around 2 laps down at the moment then, so there is quite a few cars that are yet to probably jump into pit lane, and we'll see exactly what's going to happen for the remaining 51 minutes in the race, it seems. But we do have obviously Adam Foster in 2nd. Adam Postlethwaite now has 2.3 of a second from Damien at the moment. Damien probably has to pit same as Adam Postlethwaite. Mix 64 has 3.1 of a second now from 1-1 Ferrari, but the problem is Kakatakos is trying to unlap himself at the same time, which is putting 1-1 Ferrari under threat and probably pushing quite a bit on. Whether this is a battle that, you know, Kakatakos wants to unlap himself, but it's got to be very careful. We'll see exactly what's happening. Cloniff still in 7th, with Swingle in 8th, Sol Jervis in 9th, with Luke in 10th, followed by Dario 11th, and Kakatakos still there in 12th. But it seems at the moment though, with 50 minutes left in this race of round number 3 of the TNRL Sim Racing here at Kyalami for season 2, it seems there's not many battles galore going on at the moment. So, you know, we'll just enjoy the sights and sounds. But, you know, whatever happens, whatever the outcome, we will be bringing you the action, and it will be fantastic to see. Hopefully, excuse me, hopefully Ash gets in that Bentley, trying to make it another double win. Hopefully for him, he wants to try and get another double win. The 44 Bentley Continental GT there, you can just see him working his way up around the latter half of the circuit now. Adam Foster pushing that McLaren to its absolute maximum, with Adam Postlethwaite trying to still push on for 3rd place at the moment, with Damien still in 4th, 3.4 of the second, so they could be pushing on for exactly a very good fight towards the end. Obviously Mix 64 now 5.4 from 1-1 Ferrari, it seems. So at the moment it seems the Lamborghini has to get quite a bit of a gap. Excuse me. Cloniff still in 7th, with Swingle in 8th with 10.7 of a gap from Cloniff. Sol Jervis in 9th, with Luke trying to push on 11.0 of a second from Sol Jervis at the moment, and then obviously Dario 8.2 seconds back from Luke at the moment. But it seems there's not much battles going on, so what is going to happen in the remaining 48 minutes to go? So it seems at the moment Adam Foster trying to launch that attack and trying to get another race win if he can. It looks like Damien's jumped into pit lane then. So that's probably going to push Mix 64 back up into 4th place. Then it will probably happen. 1-1 Ferrari also jumps into pit lane. So the Lamborghini also goes in. So the 2 Italian manufacturers go into pit lane, which is now going to allow probably Kyalami up into 6th. And then obviously maybe 5th. I beg your pardon. So depending on how quick the guys get the pit stops done will be another thing, but you know, this kind of seems to be a very mixed race now. There's not really, as I say, not really battles going on, but we'll try and see exactly what's happening. There's a few cars that will probably push down the order now. So Clem up into 5th place then, the Dutchman. This could be a good showing from Clem this evening, whether he pushes on for a 5th place and doesn't make stupid mistakes. I don't want to put commentator's curse on him. He'll never make stupid mistakes, but we know what Clem's racing is like. 1-1 Ferrari, and of course Damien also come out pit lane in 7th and 8th respectively. Or is that Sol Jervis going to take 8th place at the moment, or has he? It seems it. Sol Jervis now takes 8th place then, with 1-1 Ferrari now down in 9th. Luke still in 10th place at the moment, with Dario 11th and Kakasako still 2 laps down in 12th place at the moment then. So there's quite a lot of battles galore. Not really much, but you can just see 46 on the clock, 46 minutes on the clock. It seems Adam Postlethwaite and Adam Foster 3rd and 2nd respectively. You can just see the Audi R8 driver coming through that back half of the, almost the back half of the circuit. Adam Foster though, currently going into the hairpin, trying to obviously think of a way. I think he's going to be next to take a pit stop. Maybe Ash will take a pit stop, but there's quite a few drivers. Swingle up into 6th then, with Damien and of course Sol Jervis and 1-1 Ferrari. Swingle jumps into pit lane, so that will probably gift Damien 6th place. See exactly what's going to happen very shortly, with 45 minutes to go in the rerun of round number 3 of the TNRL Sim Racing Season 2 here at Kyalami. It seems that with 45 minutes to be close, it's going to be till we're halfway through the race then. It seems that we are going to be on course for what could be another victory from Ash if we do, but it is going to be, who knows what is going to happen. So we'll try and see exactly what is going to happen for the TNRL Sim Racing for this evening. So it's going to be very close between these guys. We do have quite a bit of a battle galore if it's going to on-go. So we've got Adam Foster 14.9 then from Ash at the moment. Adam Postlethwaite pushing on. Mix 64 up into 4th with Clenough in 5th. Damien 7th, Sol Jervis. Damien 6th rather, Sol Jervis 7th. 1-1 Ferrari in 8th. Luke now up into 9th, but he's got Dario behind him. This is where the Ferrari and of course Mercedes will try and push on, will try and go with Dario's Ferrari. He's 0.6 of a second then from Luke's Mercedes at the moment. You can just see that gap. It's considerably coming round to a bit of a battle. We're on board with the Ferrari going down the back half of the circuit. Just see Luke's Mercedes there trying to push on. Dario's got their eyes. He spun as we go on board with him. That has cost him ground. That has cost him ground. That has now cost him. He was going to go for that move. Swingle in 11th then, pushing that Mercedes seems at the moment then there's a lot of battles that are going to happen. Adam Postlethwaite jumps into pit lane. That Aldi already now deciding now's the time with 42 minutes to go. It seems there is a lot. Adam Foster then excuse me, about to put a lap on Damien. It looks like Clenough, you can just see the other McLaren, the red and orange and white McLaren pushing on. The 720 machine versus, you know, he could be on for a good score here. Adam Foster then trying to still put that lap on. Ash is already miles up ahead. And then obviously Clenough going through the back end of the lap now, about to cross the line to take another lap with exactly 42 minutes remaining. So it looks like Clenough up into 4th, Mick 64 3rd now, with Sol Jervis, 1-1 Ferrari, Luke, followed by Swingle, followed by Dario, and I believe Kakasakos now has got himself unlapped, so he's going to be trying to push on to that Ferrari, it seems. So the Ferrari versus the Porsche, we're on board with the green Porsche, going down the back straight, or sort of, into the hairpin. To see Dario trying to escape the Porsche, it seems. Maybe Dario's got cold tyres on lap 26. Out of gosh knows how many, but it seems that Kakasakos trying to lap, or trying to emulate Dario there. You can just go on board with Kakasakos, his hand up, just trying to push that Ferrari. You can just see that Ferrari slams on your brakes almost, but Dario's got that line covered. You can just see with that Porsche trying to get past the Ferrari. It seems the Ferrari at the moment then trying to push on. He's got Swingle ahead, so Swingle's trying to also emulate. It seems that Mick 64, was that Adam Foster in pit lane? Yes, it was, while we're watching that battle between Kakasakos and Dario. It seems that Adam Foster now has dropped down to 3rd, but that is a very good, that would be very good results for Clenough and Adam Foster with 40 minutes to go in the race. Ash now up into pit lane. Maybe it's now soon to put pedal to the floor. As soon as he gets there, Mick 64 though, he's going to put his foot flat to the floor and pedal to the metal and push on. Maybe that he realises now Ash is in pit lane. Maybe it seems with a couple of guys in pit lane trying to push on. Ash will try and stay there and top the fuel up. It will be Mick 64 though. Will Mick 64 get in the lead of the race, or will Ash jump out of pit lane before Mick 64 gets there? Mick 64 seems to be coming through the latter half of the circuit now. It looks like Ash though, fair play, he's actually got that pit stop time to perfection. He's now got there. There's a yellow flag somehow. Who is that? It's very hard to see who it was. Was it Swingle? It looked like, though, from what I was seeing, Dario and Kakasakos still battling. It looks to me that we've got a bit of a battle going on here. There's also a battle between, I believe, not really much battles going on. I'm trying to find out who that was. I think that was actually between, it was Ash and Sol Jervis, whether Sol Jervis was getting lapped and he span a bit, but it seems, oh, there's been a bit of an issue between Dario and Kakasakos just as we join that, oh, and that's also now hampered Adam Foster's race. It looked like Dario had come across and didn't see Adam Foster, so that's going to be looked at probably in the steward's room after that, the race as well. So there's quite a lot of stewards are going to be quite busy then. That's not going to be good. It seems that Adam Foster's going to be livid with that. It seems that Dario tried to come back on track, but obviously wasn't aware that Adam Foster was coming up at great speed of knots by the looks of it, with just under 38 minutes to go then. So Kakatakos trying to chase down Swingle then. Seems that battle was going to be a bit of a battles galore now. Whether Swingle knows that Kakatakos now, it will be for position. So 37.5 minutes to go. This is where the race could be spiced up yet again, but it is going to be very close. It looks like certain cars this evening have had issues. Obviously, you know, you've got Mix 64 still in second, Ash still in the lead with Adam Foster still in third place at the moment. We thought he was going to lose third after a bit of a moment there, but he's holding on. Clonus still fourth then. Adam Postlethwaite fifth, still trying to chase down Clonus. Damien followed by 1-1 Ferrari and of course Sol Jervis. Luke followed by Swingle and Kakatakos now. Clonus jumps into pit lane then. Probably thinks it's the right thing to do. Whether he gets that pit stop time to perfection, he's 5.5 of a second from Adam Postlethwaite, but you can just see Swingle and Kakatakos. Kakatakos gets that move done. Whether Swingle's just playing it cool now because he knows for a bit now, but that's going to be a bit looked at, because obviously with Kakatakos and Dario's contact, whether that was just the way it was going to go, but Clonus dropped down to 6th place at the moment. Whether he's just playing it cool at the moment and thinking, well, it's time to push away and push on. 1-1 Ferrari's got past him. Clonus still in pit lane. He's got passed by Sol Jervis, and Luke is almost about to get there, but he's Clonus sat there for a long time at the moment. He's probably topping up that tank with 36 minutes, I beg your pardon, remaining in this race it seems. So Kakatakos in 10th, Clonus comes out in 9th then, pushing on. That McLaren seems to be at the moment a bit of a car that's going to be a force to be reckoned for throughout the remaining 35 minutes. Swingle there in 11th, then Kakatakos still 10th, Dario 4th, and it will be very close to see exactly what's going to happen, but it just seems to be a lot of battles galore. So it's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. So at the moment, Mix 64 is still in second, with Ash still in first place. You can just about see that Bentley as the camera pans round, with Mix 64 second, with Adam Foster third. He's not going to be happy with the contact, but you never know. Adam Postlethwaite in fourth, Dean Helix 5th place, 1-1 Ferrari 6th, Sol Jervis 7th, with Luke in 8th now, with Clonus in 9th, with Kakatakos and of course Swingle and Dario rounding up the field. So with 34 minutes to go in the race then, do we think Ash is going to be able to win and take another race victory this season, or do we think it's going to be close as we like? It seems at the moment though, with 34 minutes to go, there is a lot of drivers probably unhappy with what's been going on this evening. There's a few dropped out, whether they've had issues or whether it's just one of them. But at the moment Ash seems to be having this race under control. Mix 64 followed by Adam Foster then, and obviously Adam Postlethwaite, so the two Adams 3rd and 4th. Then you've got obviously Damien followed by 1-1 Ferrari, Sol Jervis, and of course Luke followed by Clonus, Kakatakos, and of course Swingle and Dario at the tail of the field. It seems like this last couple of minutes of the race then, with just coming up to 32 minutes on the clock, it seems that we're going to be on course for another Bentley win. It could be, providing Ash doesn't make any mistakes, but this is where it's going to be paying it could pay to his advantage, it could pay dividends to what could be a bit of a weird situation this evening. Obviously, it is round number 3, it is the rerun, so, you know, the drivers that were wanting to push on, whether it seems, but at the moment, Ash is going to try and push on, try and push that Bentley all the way, it seems. Mix 64 and the Lexus, though, fair play, doing a fabulous job trying to push and push. He's obviously wanting another podium, it seems, with Adam Foster still third at the moment. Then Adam Postlethwaite, you can just about hear that Audi R8 engine around the back of the circuit. And you got Damien followed by 1 Ferrari, whether that is what we heard instead of the Audi, because they are similar engines. Sol Jervis then in 7th, Luke in 8th, followed by Clenough and Kakatakos, Swingle in 11th, and obviously Dario in 12th at the moment then. So it seems that the latter half, with half an hour to go in this race, this is where the race could be very close, it seems. But, you know, there's not really much battles now, so we're going to have to push on and see what's going to happen for these guys. You know, it is kind of in a way of certain battles and certain things, but do we have a bit of momentum? So Ash there trying to put a lap on 1 Ferrari for what would be another lap, but just 31 minutes remaining in this race. Then they must be sweating now, they must be literally action-packed racing, and yes, it can be very daunting for certain drivers, but by the looks of it, Ash is leading the race from mix 64. Excuse me, Adam Foster trying to push on. You can just see Swingle there. Adam Postlethwaite 4th, Damien followed by 1 Ferrari, and of course Sol Jervis and the press squid. Luke's trying to push on for a very good point scoring finish. Clenough in 9th, was currently 4th or 5th a moment ago, but he's dropped down to 9th. Whether that pit stop, the late pit stop, has hurt him. With 13 minutes to go, you've got Kakatakos 4.1 of a second from Clenough. You can just see Clenough pushing away. Kakatakos needs to push on, whether to get that McLaren in his sights, with Swingle 11th and Dario seems to be catching up to Swingle. Whether Swingle is having a bit of an issue in that Mercedes, or he's just playing it safe now because it is getting towards the remaining half an hour of the race, it seems. But obviously Dario's going to try and push on. We know what Dario is like. Dario is a well-established racer, and it seems to me that at the moment we are going to be on course for what could be another Bentley win for Ash this season, and anything can happen. So we'll see exactly what is going to happen for the remaining bit of the race, it seems. So Ash currently there in first place then, with Mix 64 in second, with Adam Foster, Adam Postlethwaite third and fourth, Damien followed by 1 Ferrari, and of course Sol Jervis, and of course the press squid, and of course Clenough and Kakatakos now catching up 2.6 of a gap now between that McLaren and the Mercedes. It seems the Mercedes has, not Mercedes, the McLaren rather, the McLaren and the Porsche battle, they could be raging on for quite a bit, it seems. But you know, who knows exactly what's going to happen for the remaining 28 minutes to go in this third race of the season here at Kyalami. It seems that Kakatakos is going to try and push on to Clenough. We'll try and go on board with Kakatakos if we can. Chasing down that McLaren, you can just see. Go on board with Kakatakos there. into the latter parts. You can just see Glenn trying to push on. Seems like Glenn has race kind of trying to go in his favour at the moment, trying to push on for another solid 9th place result for the Dutchman. Oh, he's got the Portuguese guy, he's got quite a bit of battles going on. You can just see with the helicam trying to chase on. Clenough locks up a break. Kakatakos jumps the curb, goes alongside Clenough, makes it with ease. And that just shows exactly how these two are going to battle. It looks like Kakatakos and Clenough are going to battle for 9th place now, with 27 minutes remaining in this race, it seems. So obviously Kakatakos trying to get that Porsche away from the McLaren now. Seems the McLaren's trying to be more stronger, but this is probably going to be the closest battle we're going to get. As you can see here, Clenough's trying to easily eke out that advantage to Kakatakos. It seems Kakatakos is trying to escape from Clenough now. You can just see exactly what's happening. You can just see exactly what's happening. Swingle's trying to catch up to Dario. Dario looks like he's actually got past Swingle, so Swingle down now in 12th place at the moment, it seems. Sol Jervis is trying to catch up to one Ferrari. He's 2.6 seconds ahead of Sol Jervis. It looks like that. Clenough is 1.2 of a second now from Kakatakos, so, and also Swingle's 1.2 from Dario. At the moment it seems Dario is trying to push on. 26 minutes to go then. This is where the race may come alive now, but it seems a lot of pressure between the likes of Mix 64 and of course Adam Foster at the moment, but we'll try and find that out. I'm just going to quickly change headsets, so I'll be back in a moment. Right guys, I just had to change headsets, purely because I think the one I was using is on its way out, but hopefully I am heard on stream. I'll just double check, so let's have a listen. Just give me one moment. Yes, I am heard. Yes, I am heard. So yes, 25 minutes to go in this race. Mix 64 followed by Ash is trying to escape that lead. You know he is. Adam Postlethwaite still in 4th place then. Adam Foster 3rd, with Dean Helix in 5th with 1 Ferrari and Sol Jervis. They're going to try and battle. That is probably another closest battle. We've got also Swingle and Dario. Excuse me. 0.9 of a second between the Ferrari and the Mercedes AMG at the moment. Then you've got Clenough now 1.7 from Kakatakos, it seems, but Swingle's got that Mercedes dialed up, trying to get past the Ferrari, it seems. But Sol Jervis 1.041 of a second to 1 Ferrari with 24 minutes to go in this race, it seems. But there is a lot of drivers seem to be missing at the moment. There's 3 drivers dropped out, which is a bit unfortunate, but what can we do? It's been a bit of a interesting race, dare I say it, but obviously you know me, and it's kind of getting close to the action with 23.5 minutes to go. You can just see Clenough. Where is he on screen? He's there. You've got Swingle trying to chase down Dario. We'll try and go back to that battle between 1 Ferrari and Sol Jervis in a moment or two. But it seems that, you know, Sol Jervis trying to push that Bentley all the way. You can just see the Bentley getting a bit loose. Going forward with the Bentley trying to chase down the Lamborghini.
it shall be very close between these guys as well. But it's going to be very close. You can just see on the helicam what is going to happen, it seems. So at the moment, Sol Jervis 7th. Seems a couple of guys are going to be battles galore towards the end, it seems. So you've got Luke there still in 8th, with Kakatakos now 9th, Clem 10th. Dario and Swingle 1 point north of a second, with Adam Postlethwaite trying to lurk in the background, trying to make sure these two don't make a mistake. We'll see exactly what's happening. Sol Jervis almost onto the tail of 1-1 Ferrari, going out of the final turn then, with 22 minutes to go in the race. It seems to be a lot this evening, but you know, it seems to be a long way from what we're about to see. Sol Jervis tries to take that line. 1-1 Ferrari cuts back across. You can just see exactly what's going to happen. But then you've got Sol Jervis chasing down 1-1 Ferrari. Swingle trying to now chase down Dario, but he's got Adam Postlethwaite chasing him down to put a lap. Sol Jervis there, he knows exactly what's going to happen, but is he going to try and get a move on at 1-1 Ferrari going into the latter part of the course? Is he? 1-1 Ferrari and Sol Jervis, the two Portuguese racers, I believe they're going to try and push each other all the way. It seems there's a bit now of this is probably going to be the closest battle out on circuit at the moment between 1-1 Ferrari and, of course, Sol Jervis, both in a Lamborghini. Well, one in a Lamborghini and one in a Bentley. It seems to be pushing quite a bit with 21 minutes to go. It seems that the time is slowly but surely going to be running out for Sol Jervis if he wants to try and make the move. He's got the 808 Bentley dialed up. He's got it dialed up, trying to push on. Whether he sees a bit of an overtaking manoeuvre somewhere along the line is yet to be seen. But it seems at the moment that Ash is still leading the race from Mix 64. Mix 64 seems to be lurking in the background from these guys as well. It seems Sol Jervis tries to get that move done down the start finish line. He's got to be careful. He's got the gap's dropped down a bit now. I think it's dropped down to like 1.1 of a second. Whether or no, it's just going to be pushing on towards the end now and just thinking, right, play it cool. We'll soon find out exactly what's going to happen. So 20 minutes to go in this race then. It seems to be very close. You've got Sol Jervis trying to push on from 1-1 Ferrari, it seems, at the moment, with Ash in first place from Mix 64. Adam Foster putting a lap on his teammate. So Clarence Knight is just leisurely playing it cool now with 19 minutes to go. 1-1 Ferrari and Sol Jervis there, still having his battle. It's probably the only battle we're seeing on track now between the two, so it's probably going to be a very close battle. Looks like Sol Jervis tries to go on that line, but 1-1 Ferrari closes that door and says, not on your life, sunshine. It seems that Mix 64, the other guy trying to push on, it seems, but we're going to be in for a bit of a battles galore between Sol Jervis and 1-1 Ferrari. Whether we do, we'll get the helicam out. You can just see how well, and the brake discs are glowing going into the final turn here at Kyalami. Sol Jervis goes for the attack, but 1-1 Ferrari yet again closes that door. You can just see exactly what is happening with 18.5 minutes to go in this race, it seems. But you know, the helicam seems to be providing the best action. Sol Jervis goes for it, but 1-1 excuse me, better contact between the pair of them. Sol Jervis gives 1-1 Ferrari a bit of a knock. Oh, Sol Jervis has, he's lost now ground. Was it because he was trying to let Mix 64 lap him? It seems. That's a bit unfortunate for the Bentley driver then. Seems to be pushing. Whether he's got a bit of a slight knock, a bit of an issue, but he's still there. But speaking of another Bentley, Ash is currently still leading the race then, with 17 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the race. It seems Ash has the Bentley under control. It seems there's going to be a lot of battles going on, hopefully the next race, but at the moment one Ferrari runs wide, which has allowed Sol Jervis to get back up and running, so these two are going to still battle. Sol Jervis then wants that Lamborghini away. He wants to try and push on, whether he's just playing it cool because you know what's going to happen, or you think you know what's going to happen. But Sol Jervis tries to get past one Ferrari. The 808 Bentley. Oh, there's a bit of contact between the pair of them into the final turn. The both. Oh my days. Bit of contact between the pair of them. What on earth? There's going to be probably some interchanging words. I tell you what, the stewards aren't going to like that either, by my reckoning. So 1-1 Ferrari now has to do all that move yet again. It looks like Kakatakos has that gap from Clem. Dario is 3.1 of a second from Swingle with 16 minutes to go. This has been probably a very crazy race, and I'll tell you what, even though it is the rerun of round number 3, it seems that there's a lot of things been going on this evening. But it looks like one Ferrari now is 1.5 seconds from Sol Jervis. Once Sol Jervis tries to push on, whether he's just doing that ready for a bit of time, but you can just see Ash with 15, just coming up to 15 minutes to go in the latter half of the race then, it seems. But it's going to be very close. I can't believe exactly what's going to happen for the race win. Obviously, bear in mind, Ash doesn't make any mistakes or anything happens to Ash, it seems, at the moment then. Mix 64 will be on course for another podium. Adam Foster will take third. Adam Foster will take fourth. Dean Helix in fifth, with Sol Jervis in sixth. 1-1 Ferrari in seventh. The Press Squid Luke in eighth. Kakatakos ninth. Clef 10th. Dario in 11th, and Swindle in 12th place at the moment, with 15 minutes to go in the race. It's not really much battles going on now, so it's going to be very hard for me to try and discover exactly what's going to happen. But it's going to be very close between these guys. We'll try and get up to certain things. You can just see quite a lot of battles galore. 14.5 minutes ago. Well, there's been quite a few battles, there's been a few moves, there's been go on board with Ash for a moment or two then. Just looking exactly at what he's going to be doing in the Bentley. You can just see after slap, I think they have won 42.5 with the time. You can just see that Bentley trying to push on. But 14 minutes in the race to go, it seems. It's going to be close. Obviously there's been quite a few cars having a bit of issues. Quite a few cars dropped out, but you know, I think it's just been the nature of this evening, and who knows exactly what is going to happen. But obviously Mix 64 then still second place. Adam Foster third, with Adam Postlethwaite fourth. Dean Helix in fifth, with Sol Jervis sixth. 1-1 Ferrari now seventh. Luke in 8th, followed by Kakatakos and Clenneth. 9th and 10th, with Gennaro, aka Dario, in 11th, and Swingle in 12th place, with 13 minutes to go in the race then. So there's not really much to do, but you know, we'll carry on as per usual and crack on with the commentary. with obviously 13 minutes remaining here at Kyalami. It seems a couple of the cars now are equally spread out, so obviously, you know, this has been probably quite interesting for me to deal with, but it seems that Adam Postlethwaite 4th at the moment, with Damien 5th, Sol Jervis now 6th, and obviously 1 Ferrari. The gap's gone up, so they're not going to be rekindling their battle, unfortunately. Luke in 8th, followed by Kakatakos, and then obviously Clemeth, and of course Dario, and of course Swingle at the tail of the field. At the moment it seems that we have got Ash trying to push on with 12 minutes to go in this race. It seems 12 minutes to go in the race. It's going to be fantastic to see exactly what is going to happen for this evening. It seems so we're going to be on course for probably a few moments time. We've got at least a few 11.5 minutes then to go in the race, it seems. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. It seems that Ash is still going to get the race lead. Well, still have the race lead from Mix 64. Mix 64 seems to be pushing on quite a bit, whether he does or not, it seems. But we do have quite a bit of a battle between the pair of them. If that does happen, obviously Adam Foster, followed by Adam Postlethwaite. Kakatakos though, is he gone into pit lane because he's out of fuel, or is it just a strategic battle, it seems? So he's gone out of pit lane now, whether that's allowed Clemeth up into ninth though. So we'll see exactly what's happening. So it seems to be very close. But there's not really much battles with 10 minutes to go, it seems. So obviously we do have quite a bit of memento. Obviously, if you just joined us, we do have Stefano Marchetto retired, followed by Damo, and of course reserve driver Diesel McQueen. So that's had a bit of a knock-on effect with only 12 drivers remaining, with just under 9 minutes now to play for. So it seems that there is going to be a lot, and there's also been a lot of contact, so whether the stewards are going to be busy this evening or after the race and say certain things. But 9.5 minutes to go then. It seems that Ash is going to get the first time double victor of TNRL for season 2 this season. Sol Jervis though still in 6th, with 1 Ferrari still trying to chase him down, but it seems that it's not going to happen before the end of the race, unfortunately. Now Luke's trying to do exactly the same, with Clemeth trying to push on. Dario in now 11th, with 10th rather, Kakatakos 10th, 11th, I beg your pardon, with Swingle in 12th place. But at the moment it looks like Kakatakos and Dario are going to have a bit of a battle, so it could be a battle for 10th and 11th respectively. It seems that with 8.5 minutes to go, it's going to just fizzle down to who's going to be making the easiest moments. But as you can see, Kakatakos and Dario trying to push away from each other. Whether it's just how it is with each other, it all depends, but that's another thing we need to keep an eye out in a moment or two. But you've got You've got Ash trying to push on away. Mick 64 still in second with Adam Foster third, Adam Postlethwaite fourth, Dean Helix in fifth, Sol Jervis sixth, 1 Ferrari seventh, Depressed Squid, also known as Luke, in eighth, followed by Cloniff. And has Dario had an issue because he's just dropped down to 11th, and Kakatakos in 10th place at the moment, with Dario now dropped down to 11th. He's 4.2 of a second now. Swingle's going to be catching him up by the looks of it, with 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this race. It seems at the moment, from what is going out, just going on at the moment, so it seems. So Swingle's going to try and push on with 7 minutes to go then. So the latter 7 minutes seems to be now a bit of an interesting moment. It seems that Ash is going to take another victory though in TNRL Sim Racing for Season 2. Obviously this is a rerun of Season 3 if you just joined us. Season 3, I beg your pardon, race number 3 here at Kyalami in South Africa. Obviously beautiful South African weather. So 6.5 minutes to go then. Ash is going to take another victory. It is for certain. It seems at the moment there's not really much battles galore, which is going to be a bit of a poor end for this evening. But what can we do? We've got to make do with what we've got to do. So it looks like that Dario is going to try and push on up to Kakatakos. He's got Swingle 3.7 of a second behind him, but 6 minutes left. Could be the easiest 6 minutes of Ash's career as well. 11.4 of a second from Mick 64. Going board with the Bentley just for a couple of minutes. So it looks like Ash is going to be taking a victory. Adam Foster is still there in third place at the moment. Adam Postlethwaite there in fourth. Dean Helix though, however, in fifth place, with Sol Jervis in sixth, with 1 Ferrari now seventh. Luke 8th, Cloniff 9th, Kakatakos 10th, Dario in 11th, with Swingle in 12th at the moment then. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen between these guys. 4.5 minutes. Seems like Ash is going to have these 4.5 minutes all by himself though. There's not really much battles, so you know, we'll just go through the field when we can, and obviously it seems at the moment. But hey ho, what can I do? Obviously it seems that Ash is going to be pushing on quite a bit. Mick 64 will be on the podium again, bar any issue though, followed by Adam Foster and Adam Postlethwaite, with Dean Helix in fifth at the moment it seems. Sol Jervis then in sixth, followed by 1 Ferrari, seventh. Luke in eighth, Cloniff 9th, Kakatakos 10th, and Dario and of course Swingle at the tail of the field at the moment. It seems with 3 minutes and 40 seconds then, still pushing on. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. But Ash is about to come across the line then. Start lap number 50. He may get one more lap, or he may be on to the last lap. We'll see exactly how it goes. But at the moment there's not really much battles galore, which is a bit of a sad end to this race. But what can we do? So let us know in the comments what you think about it. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Dean Helix still in 5th place then. That Ferrari's trying to push on. You can just see the Ferrari. Ash seems to have this race under control with 2.5 minutes then. Could be a very close call towards the end of the lap. Mick 64 followed by Adam Foster, followed by Adam Postlethwaite trying to lap Clenough at the moment, with Dean Helix in 5th. Sol Jervis 6th with 1-1 Ferrari 7th, Luke in 8th, Clenough 9th, Kakatakos 10th, Dario 11th and Swingle in 12th place. But looks like at the moment Ash may get another lap in. He's got 2 minutes to go, so he may be able to. We'll see exactly how well he does. He's looking likely what will happen. Runs a bit wide onto that curb. We've still got that 11.8 seconds. So that's crossed the line then. Maybe this could be the final lap now because it's getting towards the end of the time. He could get another lap. He's got a minute and a half then to go. But Mick 64 will be 2nd place. Adam Foster will be 3rd. Adam Postlethwaite 4th with Dean Helix in 5th, followed by Sol Jervis and 1-1 Ferrari 6th and 7th. The press squid Luke currently 8th with Clenough 9th, followed by Kakatakos and Dario and of course Swingle rounding up the field then with a minute to go. It seems like the race hasn't only just felt like it's not just started, but you know, it does seem that way out at the moment, it seems. But we've got quite a bit of an interesting end to the race. It seems Ash will be the first double winner of the season, bar any mistake. I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him. That's what I don't want to do. With 30 seconds to go, it seems he will come and take the checkered flag this time round though, because time is slowly but surely running out. 22 seconds to go. He's got Dean Helix and of course Swingle to contend with, it looks like, but we know what Ash is like. 13 seconds. Time could run out before Ash gets across the line, so he will be taking a well-deserved victory in TNRL Sim Racing for Season 2. So round number 3, victor will be Ash, most likely, about to cross the line. Is he going to take it? He's flashing the lights. He knows he's won the race. What an absolute epic victory from start to finish. It seems that Mick 64 will come home in 2nd. What another fantastic podium for this young man, it seems. I tell you what, it seems that Adam Foster will come home in 3rd. He's currently pushing it through the latter half of the lap. But you know, these guys have not given up. So Adam Foster will be the first double winner of the season, round number 3 of the series here at Kyalami. And it seems to be that Adam Foster will get on to 3rd place, with Adam Postlethwaite in 4th rather, with Dean Helix currently in 5th place with Sol Jervis, 1-1 Ferrari, Luke and of course Clenough and of course Kakatakos and Gennaro aka Dario and of course Swingle at the tail of the field. So only 12 finishes this evening, and it does seem like the race was a bit hectic from start to finish, and obviously it looks like a few of the guys going to try and push on towards the end. But you know, anything can happen in TNRL Sim Racing. Next week should be very interesting and probably very close. Hopefully a full grid of the drivers as we head to I'm trying to remember where we are next week, as we head to Alton Park, which will be a fantastic circuit, and it is one of my favourites. So Dean Helix will cross the line in 5th place, followed by Swingle about to cross the line and come home in a 11th. It looks like, though, who will be missing? Looks like Swingle actually finished there in 12th, clips the barrier on the end. So it seems that Ash takes a well-deserved victory then from Mick64 and Adam Foster. And yes, I will be getting the thoughts of the drivers as of next week when we are back to its normal resume at Alton Park on the international circuit for what will be a thrilling race of round number 5 of the season. And you know, it seems that it will be very close. So then guys, thank you for joining. I'll go through the results very quickly, with Ash taking the race, followed by Mick64, Adam Foster, followed by Adam Postlethwaite, and of course Dean Helix, Sol Jervis, 1-1 Ferrari, the Press Squid, Clenough, Kakatakos, Gennaro, Swingle. Sadly we lost Serial Killer, Mobiloso and Diesel McQueen throughout the race. But I've been Hoppers for the TNRL Sim Racing. Until next week when we're at Alton Park for round number 5 of the championship. The championship will be hotting up, and I will see you then. So until then guys, take care, have a good rest of the week, and most of all, have a fantastic weekend as well. So I will see you at Alton Park in a week's time. Ta-ra. Why did I want a screenshot?